Hello, welcome. So here I am. Bear with me, it's been a day. So I just wanted to go over briefly safe exercises for pregnancy. On the flip side of that, that light is going to be an issue for my YouTube video here. On the flip side of that, these are also going to be extremely beneficial for you coming back to fitness after baby. Okay. So I think one thing I want you to keep in mind is that like those exercise routines and that fitness routine you might have kept up for during the late second trimester and your whole third trimester, like slow, intentional. Those are the kinds of things that you want to start with after you have the baby. So it's that thing of like maybe when you get pregnant, you're up here and you slowly dial it back. Now, after you have the baby, you're going to slowly scale it up. Okay. Like only makes sense. So 4 things that you need to keep in mind. Hold on. I have to, it's a little too bright. Okay. That's better. 4 things to keep in mind. You want to understand, you can have it. You want to understand how to breathe through your diaphragm, number 1, because that's going to get your core system working the right way. Your core 4.
Can I use that phone?
No, I need it. Okay?
Can we go to Meme?
Vito still has to do his reading.
Because Meme said I have to do these 2.
Yeah, so after we'll talk about it. Okay? Go. So breathing through your diaphragm. Again, on an inhale, you want to put your hands here and really feel that. On the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It gets harder to do that as your belly expands during pregnancy, but it's super important. What did I do? Ouch. Really important to understand that it's going to put your body in a less stressful state, and it allows your whole core 4 to work the right way. Your core, think of it as a pressure system. So you want it to be doing this and not like breathing through your chest or like sucking your belly button in is going to be putting all the pressure in the weird parts of your body incorrectly. So that's the first thing. Understanding your core 4, understanding like how to feel your pelvic floor. And the other really important thing about safe fitness during pregnancy and postpartum is your transverse, your deep core. So understanding how to use that is so important because through that, you are able to control your pressure system inside of your deep core, inside of your core. So during pregnancy, and postpartum, like coning and doming, you might have heard of that before. That's going to help you control that. So you don't have engage in a separation or put extra pressure on your pelvic floor too. So I'm going to go through this really brief fitness routine with you. And this is safe for pregnancy or postpartum. And obviously, understanding how to activate your deep core is what's going to get you the most out of your fitness routine. And that's why I have my guidebooks available for you. But I'm going to walk you through this quick little routine. It's a standing routine, so there's nothing down on the floor that you even need to worry about, okay? So we're just going to start with a little warm-up. You're just going to need something to lean on. So a wall, a crib, the countertop, top of a chair is perfect. Okay, so let's just do a few warm-ups. So expanding here through your rib cage, we're going to inhale and exhale. And then making sure you don't want to be like, in a weird position. That's me over exaggerating, or like this. Like you want to have your pelvis stacked, your ribs you don't want flared out. You want them to be under. So inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Okay, we'll do one more. And we're just going to warm up with some nice squats. Okay, so we're just going to squat it down and go up. And now another cool thing about squatting is that, you don't want to be like putting your knees over. You really want to feel like your tailbone, like someone's pulling that. So pushing that out, like that's going to give you the right squat with the breathing. So you're inhaling and releasing, and then lifting your pelvic floor, wrapping all of your deep core. So inhaling, wrapping.
You like my girl.
It's beautiful. Wrapping. And you should be feeling nice and warm at this point, because when you're utilizing your core, I don't know if you can see that tightening expansion. That's how you're using it. You're not pulling your belly button to your spine. You're literally lifting and wrapping all of that deep core up into your rib cage. Okay, so we'll do a few more here. Okay, now we're going to just get started a little bit more warm. So doing a wide squat, pushing your knees back, and we're just going to do a slight bend, not too far, okay, but making sure you're keeping that pressure system tight. Off my bed, please. You cannot jump on my bed, Rosa. Sit. You can sit there. You can sit.
Yeah.
So just doing some bends.
My baby sleeping.
There we go. Really feel that into the your oblique. All right. We'll stand up. Shake your shoulders out. Okay. So I want to do some push-ups. Again, this is really important for you to understand. This is a modification that you can make in those early postpartum days and when you're pregnant. Find a wall or a thing. Same thing. It just takes the pressure off of your core in that weakened state. So literally just go ahead and we'll do some push-ups. You want to make sure you're tight, nice and tight. And then you're just going to bend. Exhaling. So inhale. And there's a nice visual for of what your core should be doing. Lifting and wrapping. If you can see that. You can go up on your toes or you can stay flat. It's going to give you a little bit more resistance, okay? And you can go ahead and do triceps this way too. So there's that, and you can do regular. So let's do 5 more of those. Making sure to keep your core nice and tight. Okay? Now we're just going to do some standing, working your hips. So, super easy. We're just going to put weight on this one leg. Again, making sure your core and your pelvic floor, your ribs are not flared. We're just going to come out and do some leg lifts. You don't want to be like this. Is very incorrect. Keeping your core tight, and you're literally going to lift. You might not be able to go high because you want to be squeezing this whole glute in your outer thighs. Okay? So if you can't lift it high, that's fine. It's not about the lift. It's about how you're lifting. Okay? Don't be up, down, and you can hold on to your support system. Okay? Do a few more of those. And you should be feeling that here. Now hold it as high as you can go without compromising your form. And you're just going to go in a small circle. Okay? Don't be wiggling so tight. Literally, your pelvis is not moving. Keeping that so straight. Small circles like the size of a quarter. Like you're wrapping it around a quarter. Now stop and go the opposite way. Remembering to breathe. Opposite. Now hold it, and we're just going to pulse up for a few, and you should be feeling all of that right here. So good. Okay, down. We're just going to do a few more squats. Okay, and don't be like super square, keeping your knees over your ankles, your knee over your big toe. Proper form is so important, and that trumps how you like speed-wise. Slowing it down is really going to help you connecting to your core. Okay? All right, now we're going to go to the other side. So I just want to make sure you can see me. Holding onto your thing, and we're going to go out, do the leg lifts, pointing your toe. You don't want to be over as straight as you can be. Not like this. Up and then lifting. Okay? Lifting, lifting. Nice. And you should, when you're squeezing your core, your glute is activating correctly. These are muscles that really need to be strengthened during pregnancy and postpartum. So if you're having a really hard time with this, that means your body needs more of it. Okay? So now we're going to hold it, and we're going to go in those circular motions around the quarter. Around the quarter. Nice job. Remembering to breathe. Stop. Go. Reverse. 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 Okay, now pulse. Excellent. I'm getting tired, so I'm leaning. So making sure I'm doing that. All right, and down. Nice job. Now I want to do a few wide squats. So down and up. Down and up. And up. Okay, now we're going to go back to find your wall or your counter, your chair. And we're just going to do a few nice deep cores. So very much like a mountain climber, but taking that pressure off, but still working your deep core very well. So going up, making sure your back is not arched, keeping that nice tight core, and just going up. If you have a big belly, your limitation might be here, and that's okay. Going as far as you can. Okay. Slight bend in that other knee. Nice. We're going to do 2 more, and then we're going to switch. So switching sides. I kind of have a chair in the way, so bear with me. But here we go. Not arching. Lifting and wrapping. And then and again, you can go farther back with your foot, just depending. My space is a little limited here. So, but that's really working your lower abdominals, which is really, really essential to preventing back pain and helping keeping your core strong. Okay, so I want you to just stretch it out. We're going to do one more exercise. And you do need a prop if you have one. It's really great. If you have a pillow or a small Pilates ball, it's great. You're going to put this between your knees. If you have a wall that's accessible to you, this is great to do against a wall, especially if you're later in pregnancy. So you're just going to squeeze that ball with your knees, okay? And you're literally, make sure your shoulders are down. You're just going to squat down, making sure you're not arched, keeping that up. Knees are over behind your toes, and you're just going to pulse inner thigh here. This is so good for your pelvic floor and those inner thigh muscles. Vito, what are you doing? Nice job. A couple more. I just wanted to give you some variations of things that are really helpful. Another thing that you could do is you could hold this. And you could just do some of these outer lifts. This is really a great move. Standing. And then, of course, lifting up. This is going to work the glute. Okay? So, and making sure that you're not turned. You want to keep your hips level. And then squeezing back. Just from your glute, not from your back. Incorrect. This is correct form. Okay? So, let me just show you on this side. So, going up Incorrect. Correct. Using your muscles right here. And then obviously turning it, making sure you're connected and lifting. This is going to work your hamstring and your glutes. And remember, you don't want to be up, hips level. Okay, now let's cool it down. And just doing a little as far as you can go. You have a big belly. This is always nice. Or to get that shoulder stretch, leaning on something is really going to be helpful. So I hope that was helpful for you. Really, those are just some great exercises to start incorporating into your routine. Pregnancy, they're going to be safe for you. The most important thing I want you to get is that core engagement is the game changer, regardless of what exercise you're doing. So if you haven't grabbed the guidebooks yet, I have one for those during pregnancy and then returning to fitness post-baby. So great information, shows you exactly how to use your deep core. And as always, if you have questions, you know where I am. Peace. Thanks for joining. Hey. And